I should work on my stand-up. All right, we're ready to go here. So it's 10 o'clock. Let's get started. This is docket 430 WI 105, the application of the Village of Bellevue for authority to adjust water rates. This is Mike Newmark, the Administrative Law Judge for the Public Service Commission. We're here on Zoom with the utility and commission staff in attendance. We've made the connection available to members of the public, but we have none in attendance so far. We're live streaming the hearing, and that live stream will be recorded on our YouTube channel for hearings. We're also accepting written comments from the public. We need to get those into our office by October 14th. So far, we have no new comments filed in this docket according to our second notice of hearing. And so I should mention that this is the second hearing we're doing in this this proceeding due to a customer notice glitch. We do have someone else joining us here, so let me let them in. Okay. All right. So what we're doing here today is creating the record in the case for the second time, just verifying new documents, getting those verified and entered into the record, and giving the utility commission staff and members of the public an opportunity to comment. So we will be and what we're doing then is creating the record that we'll use to make a decision in the case. So the decision will be forwarded to Andy Galvin, the Division Administrator for the Division of Water Utility Regulation and Analysis. And Andy is the decision maker in the case. So we'll provide the record to Andy for his decision. And once the decision is rendered, in a written order will issue. It'll be emailed to the utility and posted on the commission's website. So at this point, we'll move to accept the utilities new documents in the case, the two customer notice documents. And I'm going to show that on our screen share. So this list is from commission staff, and it does list all the documents in the docket so far, including the ones we received in the last hearing. But the two new documents we need to receive are the customer notice, newspaper posting affidavit, and the postcard mailing. So the newspaper notice is already verified, so I'll accept that right now. And then the postcard notice, we'll just need someone who's familiar with that document to verify its contents under oath. So who do we have that can do that for us?
That would be me. Teal with the Village of Bellevue.
Okay, is that Teal? A little difficult to hear you now. I'm not sure why, but
Yeah, I'll speak louder. Can you hear me now?
okay, that's a little better. Yeah. So let me swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, and state your name and title for the record, please.
My name is Teal Spellman. I'm the Director of Public Works for the Village of Bellevue.
All right, so we have the notice document here that the utility filed for its second hearing in the case. Just want to know if you recognize that document.
Yes, I do.
And is it complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.
All right. And do you have anything you'd like to add for the decision maker to know?
Just that this, the postcard, what you see on the first two was mailed to everybody with that QR code that linked to that full notice that was posted on our website. So this went to every resident of the Village of Bellevue, rather than just going based off of the addresses and trying to go through utility billing. So this is a separate mailer that went out in addition to we posted it in the newspaper. So just if you were confused with that, the postcard what was mailed and it linked to that full document. So
okay. Oh, so the document attached. Okay, I see.
yeah, so that's the full notice. So but the QR code,
yep.
You would, rather than mailing a full paper, we mailed the postcard to every resident of Bellevue with that link, and then also information for them if they wanted to pick up a physical copy of that notice, if that's what they desired.
Okay, great. Not seen that before, but thanks. That's interesting. All right, and then you did the newspaper notice as well. I see that, and that was already verified by the newspaper, so I appreciate getting that in. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, so we see that was already published. Okay, great. Okay, so at this point, does anyone else have anything to, anyone else wish to speak on behalf of the utility? Any other additional comments from the utility?
No,
No, all right. Commission staff, we've already verified commission staff's documents. Is there anything commission staff would like to add for the record? No? Okay. All right, so we do have a few members of the public connected. Now, I know I have taken comments from Jeff, and filed a written comment already, and that's in the record, just so you know, Jeff. But if you do want to add something today, I can take your comment now. I'll just need to get your screen and microphone on. I'll swear you in and have you give us your comment.
Yeah, I can swear in.
Okay, great. So raise your right hand. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, just state your name, please.
Jeff Kimmel.
All right, go ahead.
So I did obtain the recent documents from the PSC, the revenue requirement, cost of service study, went through some of those. Um, in a nutshell, there's just a lot here to kind of go over, but I think the main concern is that it's been 11 years since the last application has been presented to the PSC, creating this huge increase based on the 2024-25 studies. My concern, one would be, does Bellevue seem to think that with a large increase all at one time, that may create some slow growth for commercial and residential in the future because they're going to get wind of a 36% increase, would be one thing that I would address. The other would be that it's not really clear based off of the one paragraph that stated the average rate increase for a residential customer using 3,000 gallons would in fact be 29%. How that affects the water service fee versus the water usage rate fee or the fire protection rate increase, and what size, I think it's the pipe going in when it gets to commercial, how much of an increase that is, because there's, I guess, a limited amount of information as a general anyways. When I look at the rate increase, it's made to cover not just maintenance and the Brown County Water Authority increase, but also salary and pension increases, and I believe fire protection costs. And then there's some depreciations that doesn't necessarily mean that there'll be a need for replacement. Depreciation is something that is just that. It's a way of looking at possible repair costs without knowing in advance. I understand that the current 76 miles and fixtures along with it are all in good operating order, so there's nothing of major concern for replacement. And I think if I were to advocate for the customer, it would be that I think Bellevue needs to bring themselves to a higher standard when it comes to doing this annually, instead of this long of a time frame, or even it's been suggested 3 to 5 years. I would rather see an annual 2% increase on a regular year than to see something like this. So I would propose, to get us out of this current situation and get us back on track, a proposal of something that's a stepping pattern over a course of 5 years or 3 years to take some of that hit off, whether it be a 10 to 12% first year increase with a 6% over the following 4 years, and reevaluate in 2 years or 3 years to see, are your numbers in line to get us back on track so we can get to that 2% annual kind of inflative rate. And I think that's really all I have to add other than what I had sent in for a letter prior. Thank you.
Okay, great. Great. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
And it looks like Tom Murphy, is that another member of the public? It's also an opportunity if you want to unmute and turn on your camera, I can take your comment live.
No comments today, thank you.
No comment? Okay, all right. All right, so it looks like that's all the members of the public we have connected. I did want to point out, and the commission staffs, the exhibit costs and rate design, the cost service study and rate design, there's a schedule 12 that does give sort of the proposed increases by customer class. And in terms of the residential customers, I think that's a 5/8 diameter meter. Is that usually the standard that's used in that for that presentation here? So just to address Jeff's question there about the rates by class, I wanted to show that there is a document there you can refer to get an idea of how that's what the proposal is. Otherwise, is there anything else we need to address before we adjourn?
Judge Newmark, this is Alex.
Yeah, go ahead.
To address Jeff's initial question about the different increases, compared to that sentence that was on the notice and also my exhibit. Schedule 14 of the exhibit that you have up, that's the bill comparison. So that'll show the meter size, the volume usage. It should be the very last page.
Oh, okay, it's after the tariffs. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was before.
Yeah, Schedule 12, the one you were previously showing, is the customer classes as a whole.
Right.
So each class is getting a
Mhm,
different rate increase. But to
there we go.
answer Jeff's question,
Mhm.
the 5/8 inch meter is currently $9.58. It's being proposed to move up to $10 a month, which is about a 4.38% rate increase. And then the volumetric charges, which is the second portion of the bill, that first volume block that majority of the residential class uses, the first block is currently $5.93 per 1,000 gallons, and it is being proposed to move up to 8.82, which is the 48.74%. So the fixed volume charges. Bellevue also charges public fire protection directly on the water bill, known as a direct
Yeah.
charge, and that currently is $8.81, and it's being proposed to increase $10.20. So after all those numbers are involved, the monthly bill as proposed would increase 28.97%, which includes the meter charge, the volume charge, and the public fire protection charge.
Okay. And that the meter size of a 3/4 inch.
Correct. Yep.
So I think I had misspoke saying it was 5/8, but 3/4 is our standard for that. Okay.
Yeah, Bellevue actually doesn't have any 5/8 inch meters. But you are correct that a lot of utilities in Wisconsin use the 5/8 inch size.
Okay. All right, that sounds great. Thanks for chiming in on that. So let me ask again, anything else we want to address before we adjourn? No? All right. Well, thanks very much, everyone. That's all we have for today. So we're adjourned and take care.
Thank you. Bye.